first piece here is that we had an interesting announcement from Sora. Sora says, we're saying goodbye to the Sora app, to everyone who created with Sora, shared it, and built community around it. Thank you. What you made with Sora mattered, and we know this news is disappointing. We'll share more soon, including timelines for the app and the API and details on preserving your work. Why is that such a non-shocker, Ben?
Who the hell is going to watch that for a continuous basis? Like, if you run a social media platform in general, I guess not as much anymore, but like servers are very expensive, especially if you're generating the content through AI. Incredibly expensive thing to be doing. You need people fully using it. Maybe there was some other play where they were just doing it to try to improve things or get more and more people creating with AI video. But in terms of its independent viability long term, zero shock that this is being taken down. Prof G also predicted it pretty recently that it would get taken down. It's just in a sector where everyone's bleeding money, that would bleed the most money for the least amount of return.
Gotcha. Yeah. How are you gonna monetize it? Do you think this is a net good?
Yeah. Well, not really. It's not going to change anything. I think that there should be laws put in place tomorrow that any AI video needs to have a clear and obvious watermarks, unless it's being used in a setting where there's no chance where it could be real, right? Like, let's say, for example, if you're on a movie or something, then I don't think there should have to be watermarks. But if it's just being for consumer use, I think that there should be watermarks, man.
Yeah, no doubt about that part. What's so fascinating is like, I mean, that came and went so fast, honestly.
Sora?
Yeah.
Well, they're trying anything, right? To see what sticks.
Yeah.
And funny story related to, don't forget your point, but Jake and Logan Paul consulted on the design and everything of that.
Really?
Yeah, of Sora.
How did you find that?
Jake talked about it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Super interesting. Hey, whoever built, either we're going to build a social platform at some point, Keith, or at least I think we'll probably consult for it, but we'll try to think from the consumer first perspective a little bit.
Yeah, that's super interesting. Next piece here, the USPS in the United States seeking a temporary 8% charge on priority mail. Could you guess why that might be, Ben? Why would that? And USPS is our like postal service. Yeah.
Are they saying it's because of the conflict and the war?
Bing, bing, bing. The rising transportation costs is the reason for this temporary 8% charge that they might start to post. They're saying it would take effect on April 26th and remain in place until January 17th, 2027. Pending final approval. So that's going on out there in the world, folks. Just letting you know. Moving forward, we talked about a little bit earlier on the show today, someone who has apparently sued Meta for being addicted to the platform. Let's hear what News Today had to say about this real quick.
This morning, a moment of reckoning for social media giant Meta. A jury in Los Angeles finding the parent company of Instagram, along with Google's YouTube, negligent for the first time, accused of making their platforms intentionally addictive to children and teens.
It's not fair that what they're doing to our kids.
Families who say their children fell down the online rabbit hole gathering at the courthouse to watch the verdict. Jurors awarding $6 million, including punitive damages, to a now 20-year-old woman who says she became depressed after using Instagram since the age of 9. Her attorney telling us it's the hardest case he's ever tried.
This is not a case where someone lost a leg. This is not a case where someone is dead. This is a case where someone has social anxiety. Social media took a bad condition in her life and made it worse.
The jury.
So my mind goes to a bunch of different places. For one is obviously they've been doing this, like, no duh. Like, that's kind of been the whole thing for a very long time. So the timing of this all is a little strange for me, like, because it's such a small number. Like, it's a lot for the individual, but for the companies, it's almost nothing. And then what does the precedent get set for it? To me, this seems like they're going to use this as rallying cry for why we need digital ID. because if the only way we can stop the kids from going on the super addictive platform is if you get behind digital ID. This is a very small price to pay for a great marketing message that will push everyone into digital ID.
Wow.
That's what I think.
I mean, I think that's pretty spot on. I mean, we've already started to see that's starting to become a thing in Australia. They've started to say, oh, you must be a certain age to use social media. I think something in the UK or something. They've also been trying to push toward that. And so,
bro, that's actually so smart, because in a capitalistic environment like how America is, like if they just tried to go do that, they'd be like, oh, then there'd be a lot of backlash. But they'd be like, we have to do it as a business decision.
It's like a corporate false flag.
Yes. If we had no choice, man, like our business would go under. Do you know what I'm saying? We'd have to do this.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm always so skeptical of all of this shit, because if you read through like any of the Epstein files, man, like all of this stuff is planned. Like, and especially because the social media companies actually hold probably the most power out of anything, because when we live in a world where perception is reality, whoever's creating perception shapes the entire world.
And they have the data.
Yeah.
To how you're reacting. Right.
Exactly. And they're able to pull insane amounts of data based on your behavior and make connections where, yeah. So digital ID will probably be pitched here pretty soon.
Someone was bringing up in the chat not too long ago how like they're saying don't use Discord. And I was seeing this a few months ago that they're very close to requiring you to verify your age to use Discord. And I'm like, oof. And there's so many businesses that are built on Discord, right? So you kind of, a lot of people are going to be forced into doing that.
It's also, it was very big in the crypto world, so which is kind of ironic.
Right? Big point there. No doubt about it. Reddit also, I don't think this was in our news, but Reddit just said themselves. So it's kind of crazy, Ben. You're actually like right on the money as this issue is becoming a real thing, that this court case does serve to justify that. So let me go ahead and share this on this, because I actually didn't have this in the news. But Reddit introduces new age and human verification measures as of today. This news came out. So very interesting timing there. So they're rolling out new identity verification features aimed at confirming users are human while maintaining user privacy. Now, the whole thing, right? The whole reason people are mad about this, and why you made me think of this when you talked about Discord, is because the whole point of Reddit is that it's supposed to be an anonymous platform.
Reddit or Discord?
Reddit and Discord is what I'm saying. Like Discord also is something where you're supposed to be able to be in there as an anonymous person.
That's a really good point, Keith, because almost no one uses their actual name as the Reddit thing.
Oh, no.
It's purely like some random shit.
Yeah, and it's like, it's not like one of those like, deep hacker forums where they're like really trying to stay anonymous, but still like people are airing out
the whole dynamic. Yeah, of course, you would not do most of the stuff that's on there if you knew that your name was going to be attached to it at some point. Even if it's good stuff, like constructive and helping people. But I'm seeing a lot of good discourse in the chat that we should definitely try to talk about. Someone said, "What if I don't want a digital ID? It'll be optional probably at first for most things." What's up?
I mean, it's already not like there's already so many things where you have to scan your face, for instance, to get in, bro.
Yeah.
Like for your brokers, all the finance stuff, like you have to scan your face to get in, not just send a picture of your ID.
Yeah. And then Glovester said, or Glovester, whatever, said, what's wrong with digital ID? And so I don't think it's independently that it's a problem. I think it's what it likely leads to that is the bigger problem, in my opinion. But I'd love to hear Keith's thoughts.
No, I mean, 100%. It's not inherently a bad thing. It's just what are the incentives around what we're going to do with that information once we have it,
and what does that give them the ability to do?
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly. Because I mean, it's already there. And someone said in the chat also, like they already have everything but your name on a lot of these platforms, right? Because you can connect all these different data
for sure.
points.
They know.
Yeah. So it's definitely there to some degree, but once you've really got everyone in, it's not great.
Because even if we're saying that they know who you are, there's also levels of inconvenience in which someone will pursue something, right? Mm-hmm. Where if it's so easy, they're far more likely to do shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Like if I can click a button and now that's not me having to go file a court, do all this stuff, like I can do it quick.
Yeah, and any technical and or financial barriers to certain information is at least a good thing. If you have to get approval, for instance, if it's a government, if I have to get approval from Congress to have budget You know what I'm saying? To go and buy this information, which is how it works today in the U.S. I learned this when Anthropic came out against the Department of Defense. They were like, "Yo, by the way, this commercially available information paper came out in 2022, and the government isn't allowed to they aren't allowed to harvest your data internally, but they can go out and buy it, and they do."
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's wild, bro. It's wild, and that just came out in 2022, and I had no idea until Dario exposed that.
Yeah, and there's so much of that stuff that goes on. And another good comment here says it could solve botting issues. Maybe I'm sure they'll tell you it will, and it probably will. But were the bots there to make this eventual reality? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like, why didn't they solve this earlier? Like, as someone who builds software products, like, would it be a logistical problem for YouTube to solve this? Sure. They've shown very little effort. I've been making videos on their platform for nearly a decade. It's been a problem since I started. It's only gotten worse, and I've seen almost no changes that have like been materially different.
And there's so many different things that you could try.
You could try so many things, man. And they always say they do, but like, not with how much money and resources they have, they've not actually tried.
And YouTube is 100% on this train of people that are doing this. I saw them float this a while ago. They're going to be building in their own age restriction thing where you have to. So they're, as of August 2025, YouTube to begin testing a new AI-powered age verification system in the U.S. And basically, they were trying to make you verify.
That's probably also why they're showing us all the Epstein shit now, man. It's like the mass trauma ritual. Do you know what I'm saying? So that like everyone's like, this stuff is so bad. They're connecting the horrible experiences they have to this, where I don't think anyone's going to have a good opinion on social media besides maybe creators. I think people will like jump for this.
Interesting thoughts, man.
I don't know shit. I'm thought exercise. I'm pulling stuff out of my ass. I know nothing, but like, it just seems very convenient where the experience on social media, which is what so much of our life has been governed, has become so unbearable where like, and the politics are also so crazy where if it could potentially stop that too, like there's so many reasons where everyone's gonna be like, yeah, let's do this, man. We need to do this.
Yeah.
It's a really good point. What if platforms gave us the power to monetize our own data via digital ID and crypto? How would that work? So that, Keith, you talked about a lot about that before, and you had some really good ideas. And the more that I thought about what you had said before, connecting to Midnight, I'm like, no, that could totally happen. Yeah. There could totally be a marketplace where different data points come at a price tag.
Yeah, I think it solves some of the problems. At least, once again, the problem is just we're being left out of that value chain. But that's BS. Like, this is our data.
Taken. Oh, my goodness. That's what I would say all the time when I'm like, bro, guys, the product being free was the scam. Mm-hmm. Like, no one, they can't comprehend that, especially the younger generation, because they're just so used to everything being free. That if something's not free, it's a scam. It's like, nah, man, the free thing was the scam.
Yep.
The world wouldn't be here right now if it cost money. Because people wouldn't have done it. They wouldn't be able to have the sheer influence.
You just made me think of, I don't even remember exactly what it was, but there was these people who would go out in the streets and they'd like give out free water. And like people wouldn't take it. They were just like, I don't know about that. Like,
yeah,
I'll take free things that aren't going into my body. I forget exactly what the actual
that's
thing
true.
Was,
yeah, but then they'll consume into their mind and ears.
Yeah. So next piece here, very related actually, is Twitter trying to figure out some ways to disincentivize and incentivize certain types of behavior. They've done two different things here. The first one here, Nikita Beer came out 2 days ago and said, look, starting Thursday, we'll be updating our revenue sharing incentive to better reward the content we want on X. We'll be giving more weight to impressions from your home region to encourage content that resonates with people in your country and neighboring countries and people who speak your language. While we appreciate everyone's opinion on American politics, we hope this will disincentivize gaming attention of US or Japanese accounts and instead drive diverse conversations on the platform. We invite creators to start building an audience locally. X will be a much richer community where there's relevant posts for people in all parts of the world. Now, since that, Elon Musk came out and said that they're going to put this on pause until further consideration. I think there was a lot of backlash around this. And so that's kind of sparked an entire conversation. What did you see about this, Ben?
Yeah, it sounds great in theory. I think there's a lot of ways where that could get very bad. I do think that people pretending to be they do have a serious sensationalization problem where everybody, because a lot of people that aren't even in America, they become like political, like they cover the political stories, but sheerly from the point of trying to rage bait. So I think they definitely have a problem there. But what I was thinking about is connected to crypto really, where it's like when he gets X money sorted, I bet you crypto will come back with a vengeance. I bet you the content will be easy to find again. I bet you it'll be all over the place. And you'll have plausible deniability because you'll be like, oh, well, everyone's just talking about it now because X money's a thing now. So I think this stuff can move very quickly, but sorry, looks like you had a point.
No.
They definitely need to do things to make it better. Like Twitter is becoming almost unusable. All these platforms are, man.
Yeah. Like right now, for instance, the thing that I'm getting a little bit frustrated with is, so there is a little bit of a problem with like in certain countries around the oil situation where people are panic buying, right? But what I'm seeing over and over again is people posting the same clips and like acting like the situation is getting worse when they're just posting the same clips. You know what I'm saying? And they're not really like basically, if the situation were really as bad as they keep on trying to say it is, then we'd see different clips, right? We'd see in other parts, different cities that there's actual issues, but it's like, okay, there's this one gas station in Australia where people weren't able to get gas. You know what I mean?
So that becomes like the whole story.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, but come on. But anyways, so there was one other piece to that one that helped to kind of illustrate why that could be problematic. So this lady, Deborah, said that she's in France, but 43% of her audience is American. I know many of us are in the same situation. To reach a wider audience, all my posts are in English, the international language. Those who cause trouble may be punished, but with this change, which will significantly reduce our earnings, you're also penalizing a number of accounts that use international language without any ill intent. That and like, I'm like, well, if I'm in a different country, I don't know, home country, I guess maybe is another piece of it. But I'm like, if I'm in a different country, you're just going to start like, I start making different money, even though I'm reaching the same people doing the same things. You know what I mean? So,
oh, totally. There's so many ways where it could go not well, for sure.
Yep. And then they also did something else, which I haven't actually experimented with, but I'm seeing that Twitter has just rolled out or started testing a highly anticipated feature allowing for regional blocking of posts. Okay, so you can actually block people based upon their regions. Also a very interesting thing, right? Who can reply based upon the region. Also, this is super like broad as well, like just a whole region, just Africa, like just Southeast Asia. But I guess that's better than by the country too, because then you are kind of censoring. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's a little bit of a slippery slope here on this regional stuff. I don't know,
especially with how divided everyone is, especially pointing at specific regions too.
Yeah,
where people might just do it just because they think it's like the thing to do. Those kind of trends go on TikTok all over the place. Sorry, but one thing that also sucks about Twitter and almost all these platforms is how people can just take your content and not give you any credit.
Oh yeah,
it's one thing if you're reacting to it. Like if you are talking in front of our video, okay, that's different. But so many people will literally just take our videos and post them as their own.
Yeah. It's actually, I've started to get really upset about that. Not even for our stuff, but because I'm like, okay, but I want to know who made, like, this was really good. I want to find their content. Like, you just haven't done anything to give these people any credit. And I mean, it's just dumb. Like, you're not doing yourself a service by doing that. Like, just show us where it came from. Now you become a curator of the people. You know what I'm saying?
Especially when it's so easy to do so.
It's so easy. You just tag them. Where'd you get the content from?
I know.
Like just link it. Anyways.
Yeah, no, link it when possible or say it where possible. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's pretty easy to do, I feel. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of problems with these social platforms, and they don't really have an excuse not to improve these things anymore, because if they're telling us that AI can take every job, why can't they use AI with their existing development team to solve these problems? Because there's always the excuse of like, oh, we have to prioritize other things, right? How do you solve that excuse now?
No idea.
Does your mugs come with with biscuits? I don't understand.
Some crumpets. Moving forward, we got some crypto news today.
Hit me with it.
Coinbase and Fannie Mae are bringing crypto-backed mortgages to home buyers. So the crypto exchange is working with financial technology firm Better to Fannie Mae to build Fannie Mae approved mortgaged loans. And so borrowers can pledge Bitcoin or USDC as collateral to fund their down payment, allowing them to keep their assets intact and avoid a taxable event by spending them. The Coinbase Better mortgage is structured as a conforming loan backed by Fannie Mae, meaning it carries the same protections and standards as traditional mortgages. Coinbase said the crypto-backed mortgages aimed at regular home buyers are as American as apple pie. Funny piece there. Brian Armstrong has very much so gone very like America.
Yeah.
I guess since this new administration, to be fair. He's very just pro-America out of, it wasn't always like that. That's all I would say.
Yeah, I think that's definitely the timing, like the moment is something they're trying to capture. And do you think that they'll get what they want in terms of the ability to issue yield on stable coins?
There was something that came out about that this week. Dude, I don't know. Like, I really think that's I get why this is taking time because it's a really big problem. It will, lead to deposit flight. Like, I don't know on what time frame, but like, it does make sense that I would hold my money in stable coins rather than at a local bank,
No, definitely, I get it.
Yeah, but yeah, I haven't actually seen the actual details on any of the developments there. But yep. So another piece just in, as we've been sitting here talking, I believe something that President Trump said. I don't know what he said, guys, so give him grace. Give me grace in case he says something crazy.
They said
it's something about President Trump revealing the very big present, which he said Iran gifted to us on March 24th.
Show you the fact that we're real and solid, and we're there. We're going to let you have 8 boats of oil, 8 boats, 8 big boats of oil. This was 2 days ago. And they'll sail up tomorrow. That was 3 days ago. And I didn't think much about it. And then I watched the news, and they said, a very good anchor, actually, happened to be Fox. But I watched it, and he said, something's unusual happening. There are 8 boats that are going right up the middle of the Hormuz Strait. 8 big tankers are going loaded up with oil right through. And I said, well, I guess they were right, and they were real. And I think they were Pakistani flagged. Yes. And I said, well, I guess we're dealing with the right people. And actually, they then apologized for something they said, and they said, we're going to send 2 more boats. And it ended up being 10 boats. All right. I hope I haven't screwed up your negotiations, but I thought it was appropriate to say, because I did taunt you the other day by saying they're going to give us a present.
What an interesting way to say that, a present.
Yeah, he's, I don't know what that's fully about there. I guess there's some flow coming through the strait.
Also love that he said it happened to be Fox News. Like, whoa.
Moving forward, Ben, I got some things that I got to get your reaction to. There's this guy who's been going super famous over the past, I guess, year or two on the internet. And he's been a huge supporter of the MAGA movement. And speaking of President Trump, this guy is basically reacting to how he feels about it all now. This guy's name is Nick Fuentes. Okay. So let's hear what he had to say about the MAGA movement at the current moment.
9:30. Why a Obama sympathizer? He lies like Trump. Also kill all minorities.
I'm liking Obama now. I miss Obama. I miss the adults in the room. Get this orange clown out of here.
Sphincter Nuthole sent $20.
The names are crazy.
Yeah, I mean, obviously his audience is off the rails. But I guess the other piece of that was what someone actually had said as a response to that. This guy said, Nick Fuentes says he misses Obama. Backing up. Alex Cole said, it's bad for MAGA when the neo-Nazis misses the black guy.
That's, yeah. I get where he's coming from in terms of like how crazy things have gotten, but I don't know. I wouldn't. I know, like, as much as he's come out and said like he hates Trump, I wouldn't be surprised to see that flip back.
He's a MAGA flipper. We've got a MAGA flipper going on. He's a flip-flopping MAGA guy. No, but yeah, I mean, you know, the biggest thing that I've tried to always do with all of this is like, I'm the person who will say, I really hope that there's a real plan here. You know, like I really, really hope that there's something that does not meet the eye and that in a few months, everything will all be clear. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I thought about that too. Like, even if we end up in like the doomsday scenario of surveillance state, I don't want that to happen. But even if that does happen, I don't think it'll be that bad. I don't know. We'll see. It's impossible to project. We have no clue about anything.
Yeah, man.
Also, even like right now, we're already way more surveilled than we've ever been. Even just like think of bank accounts, man. Like, do you know? And then when that became mostly online and digital, like it's just more efficient means. And I'm hopeful that the global marketplace gets opened in terms of like people get real opportunities all over the place. Like in a dream scenario, we've talked about this before, but the governments of different countries would have to compete for my money to go there. That would be like the ideal thing, because right now the countries hold all the power and we get shitty return on it.
Right.
Like it's crazy, these power structures that I guess like they're saying the military to keep us safe, but that's not even true in many places. And also you can just make me go fight in the military that I don't want to. Like it seems like a pretty bad deal.
Yeah, for sure. Very, very, that leads us right into our next thing that I wanted to react to.
Cool.
Imagine being 19 and watching live on TV to see if your birthday will be selected to fight in the Vietnam War.
Bro.
This is the draft lottery in 1969. Let's watch.
That's crazy.
Those will determine how the 19-year-olds next year, those from 19 to 26 will be subject to the draft. So let's go down the list and give you the ascending order in which they were drawn tonight. We'll take them in blocks of 5, from the lowest number up to the highest. September 14th, April 24th, December 30th, February 14th. October 18th, September 6th, October 26th, September 7th, November 22nd, December 6th, August 31st.
Just imagine that, man. Your fate. Sitting there on live TV as well.
That's so messed up to go fight a war for like shit you didn't sign up for. Well, hopefully it doesn't get to that place. Do you think that they could even possibly do that?
I mean, oof. The messed up piece that I had seen was I kind of totally lost my train of thought. The idea that the whole like, so the government's been partially shut down for quite some time. You got ICE going to the airports now, and like I saw something maybe that made me think about that. And like, if you've got ICE at the airports and you want to do a draft, and you're like, look, you know, if you're trying to flee, imagine you're trying to go to a different country or something, and it's like, nope, like you haven't declared, you need to go, and actually you're supposed to serve based upon your birthday, whatever, this and that. Like, I know you're supposed to be serving, so now, nope, you're getting arrested and taken to go and serve. But no, I don't think that's necessarily what's happening. But we've talked a little bit about like, would Americans even really go for it? And I don't think that a lot of Americans would really be signing up for something like that. I don't think people would go for it.
Yeah, I think you're dead on. I think it'd be almost impossible. But on a lighter note, speaking of birthdays, yesterday was Keith D's birthday. So let's wish him all a big old happy birthday in the chat for sure.
Yeah. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you.
And it looked like you would have been safe. You wouldn't have been drafted there, which is good.
Yeah. Absolutely. So moving forward here. There's definitely something else I was going to say, but moving forward here, this lady, Olivia Moore, said, "We are unprepared for how quickly the world is going to shift from marketing to people to marketing to AI agents." What do you think of that, Ben?
So everyone keeps pushing that narrative a lot. But I'm hard pressed to believe there won't be some human involvement, because like, let's say, how do you even prove that the agent made the right decision without involving the human?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So
Yeah.
I'm hard pressed to believe that it will be purely agentic, but that's definitely becoming a bigger thing. But it's also something that's not been cracked. Like, there's a lot of agencies out there that are claiming they can help you get rated or ranked within citations of LLMs and stuff like that. And they're not predictable or consistent for the most part at all.
Yeah, I mean, it would be very hard to, I'm sure, really get super consistent results with that. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you all.
A lot of happy birthdays in the chat. Let's go. Happy birthday, Keith.
And then there was, what were we just talking about? Marketing to AI agents. How would you verify that the agents still do? Oh, and I mean, like, in a lot of ways, this is kind of what the past 2 decades has already been. Like, is it really all that different from marketing to Google? Like, not really. Like,
Totally.
It's kind of the same thing.
Very good point. Most people that even now are interacting with the stuff, like, they don't know how what lands on page 1 gets there.
Right.
Unless you work in marketing, right? And that's why I think it was Carl that said earlier that he said that Google is screwed because you try to go find something local, and it's not local. It's not what you're looking for. It's whoever has the best SEO. And 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a big company that can afford it and knew that it even existed. Like, let's be real. Most of the best service providers out there still don't know how Google works.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
And local ones too.
Oh, yeah. No doubt about it. You guys are funny in the chat. Reaction from Jensen Huang here talking about how technology will eliminate tasks. Let's talk about it.
It is the case that the technology will dislocate and will eliminate many tasks. And because it will automate it. If your job is the task, then you're very highly going to be disrupted. If your job's purpose includes certain tasks, then it's vital that you go learn how to use AI to automate those tasks. And then there's the world of spectrum in between. It is the case that the technology will dislocate and will eliminate many tasks. And because it will automate it. If your job is the task, then you're very highly going to be disrupted.
So if your job is a task, then you'll be disrupted.
How high does that go, though? Because isn't everything a task?
Yeah, but like, if your job is the task.
Isn't every job a collection of tasks?
Yeah, I guess that's his point, is if it's a collection of tasks, then it's different. But like, if your job is take the thing, right, and put it on the other thing, then,
yes,
then maybe that's your job's done.
Totally. And I saw a lot of pushback in the chat where they're like, not everyone can be an entrepreneur. It's like, I think way more people can be an entrepreneur than they realize, because the definition of being an entrepreneur is changing so much, where if there's something that can automate all the things that you're not world class at, then you could potentially spend a lot more time doing the thing that you are.
Yeah, and I also love your thing. You're always like, well, just work with one.
Yeah. There's so many, okay, if you are dead set on you can't be an entrepreneur, I think that's a limiting belief. I don't agree with you. But if that's what you truly believe, there's going to be a ton of entrepreneurs starting up. Go get equity, profit share, whatever you think makes sense, and work alongside someone who you trust that's building something great. But did you guys watch?
Easy to find either, but that then becomes a thing that you kind of can't. Now you can't make the excuse anymore, because it's you can, you know what I mean? It'll be harder, but it's not as hard as being the entrepreneur yourself. It's nowhere near as hard.
Well, I think it all comes back to people not having the skill set that is in demand for the current market too. Right. And that's like our governments have failed in terms of training people for the world of the future. So people have to take it on their own hands to develop skills that can actually be economically viable. Did you watch the podcast with, was it Peter Schiff? Where is he? Can't find it now. There, here it is. Yeah, Peter Schiff on the Iced Coffee Hour. I didn't watch that. Did you, Keith?
No, actually, I didn't. I bet it was interesting, though.
Yeah.
That sounds super interesting.
I've not seen it.
He feels like, what did you see in there that made you bring that up?
No, I was wondering if you had seen it.
because somebody said it in the chat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm saying to them.
Got it.
Made you bring it up? Is this the greatest ad ever made?
This is not an iPhone. This is a $3 trillion military-grade lethal weapon aimed straight at your brainstem. If you're watching this, it's because your most primal needs and impulses are being weaponized by to get you to give up all your precious minutes and hours down to the last second. This is done with an invisible asymmetry of power. Tristan is foremost expert on this, and you should watch his whole testimony in front of Congress, but the bottom line is this. You are being fucking harvested, and no one is coming to save you. But all hope is not lost. Hear me out. We all have 24 hours in today, and we all have commitments and human needs, so the time that we're left with is the most valuable. With this, we can steer the course of our life or create new memories. But how much of yourself do you feed to the beast against your will? You could take full control of your life at any moment, but you have to fight for it. Now get the fuck off of Instagram.
It's a really well-made video.
Yeah. It couldn't possibly be the best ad ever because I have no idea what it's for. But I guess unless that was just the message alone, right? Then sure, I guess you can win.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Are they promoting an app or something?
Yeah, I don't know. But I wanted to share that because I thought it was pretty well done.
Yeah, great point. It's a compelling piece of media, but if I don't even know what the advertisement was for, then can that be the best ad ever?
So moving forward, we've had Meek Mill going on a tirade on X. Have you seen any of this, Ben?
No.
Do you know who Meek Mill is? Is he?
Yeah, he's a performer, right?
Okay, yeah, he's one of those rapper guys.
Yeah, rapper guys. Yeah, I've heard of Meek Mill. I have some of his songs on my Spotify.
Word. So he's been going hard, like talking about like OpenClaw and all these AI stuff on the internet over the past week or so. And it's kind of like, just creating a little bit of a buzz on X about, his involvement. And so he said, I need a VC out of nowhere. And then Y Combinator said, hit us up, Meek. And I think he responded and said DMs or something. But in general, he's kind of just been talking about AI quite a bit over these last few days. And it's just creating a little bit of a buzz on the internet. People are obviously talking a lot of smack about it, but it's also kind of like, oh, okay, this is cool. Somebody was like, this is a top signal, like, Claude is done.
People are savage, man.
So, like, I mean, this guy's a serious account, so this is actually kind of confusing.
What did he say right after? What did he reply?
Oh, based on the comments.
Is that not related?
Okay, it is parody, he said. Okay.
Yeah,
because I'm like, that's weird for him to post that because I'm pretty sure he's a serious account. But I'm trying to find another good one. So essentially, people started to make some memes about it as well. But I think I have some of that for us later as well. But
super good.
So yeah, just something that's going on the internet so that you guys are aware. And this guy, and this was super interesting too, because Meek was like, my algorithm on X is all based on war politics and all of this. And this guy was like, you can actually control your algorithms a couple ways. You go to the For You at the top of your feed, you see a little drop down, press it, and you can see what is in the image I provided. Have you done this, Ben? Have you ever seen this?
I've not done that. I knew they were rolling it out, but I didn't know it was out yet.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen this yet, so I thought it was worth sharing with everybody.
So how do you get to it again?
So I guess you go to the For You at the top of your feed, and then there's a little drop down arrow. You press it. So for me.
Maybe it's got to be mobile.
Maybe mobile, and maybe it's something that's being rolled out. So look out for that.
Interesting.
Cool. Oh yeah, here was the meme. So Turner Novak said to Meek Mill's I Need a VC, this guy said, idea guys after their first hour on Claude.
That's great.
So I thought that was interesting. So something else that's breaking the internet at the moment is Drewski has made a skit about how conservative women act in America. Now, this is super controversial. As you can see, 68 million views, 739,000 likes. I'll play a little bit of it so you guys can kind of get a little bit of an idea of what's going on here. But this has caused a lot of controversy.
Get on your feet, boy!
Is whiteface chill?
Right. Yeah, see, that's a crazy thing to do too. In America, I don't want to get political, but I guess it's acceptable. Let's see what's going on here.
Raging in Iran. We're praying for all the soldiers and troops.
That's great that you're praying, but
how about all the kids that died when the USA hit the towers?
It broke my heart. That is the
So I won't play the whole thing, but essentially, does this remind you of anyone in particular that he might be potentially pointing at?
I would assume it's got to be Kirk, right?
Okay.
Erica?
So this guy down below says, at Grok, who is this? And Grok responds saying that that's Erica Kirk.
That's crazy.
So obviously this is, a little bit wild to be doing at the moment because with the information that at least the public has about the whole situation, obviously she's dealing with, grieving and all of that. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people were giving him some major flack for that. But so anyways, just wanted to share that because that's going on the internet at the moment.
It's crazy.
And
someone's saying that there's ads going on. Yeah, there will be ads throughout the live. That's how YouTube operates.
Oh yeah, there's some ads. Another thing to react to here was this piece here.
Sleep supportive family or a non-sleep supportive family. Like I come from a sleep supportive family where if I sleep until noon, I'll text my mom and she'll be like, sounds like you really needed it. But I know for a fact that there's families out there that would be like, get your up and work. Or if like you slept until 10 a.m. on a Saturday, if you were at home, it'd be like a big problem.
Sleep supportive family.
Never heard this term before, but I am so much better off now that I have it.
I think it's fantastic. I did not grow up in a sleep supportive family.
Neither did I.
No shot.
I fantasized about it.
Which I wonder what that's like. Sleeping until 10 and your mom's like, you must have needed it.
Yeah.
What? Saturday, all my brothers slept in a room together. My dad would come up and start playing the drum set in the room at 7 a.m. Wake up. Dude.
Nope.
Get up.
Sleep supportive is so good, bro.
Sleep oppressive?
Ooh, we were oppressed.
We were oppressed.
You come from a sleep.
That's awesome.
Ben, did you grow up in a sleep supportive family?
I absolutely did not. How about you?
No, man, not at the beginning, man. I remember my dad would come in and flicker the lights in the room.
Wow.
To wake me up. And
classic
I would get so mad, dude. I would be like, are you serious? Like honestly, that cannot be good for your parasympathetic system. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my dad would do stuff like that, or he'd wait till I got downstairs and then ask me what time it was. I'm like, you know what time it is, man.
That's pretty dang funny, man. Somebody said I have nap trauma.
Did you see the stuff at the White House with the AI thing?
With the robot?
Yeah.
I saw a little bit of it. Did you do we have a link?
I can definitely find it. But
I guess you reacted to it, so I could just play it from our piece, yeah.
Sure.
So should I do the newer one or the older one?
The older one, because I actually showed the video of them walking in.
Cool. So yeah, we had a robot in the White House just the other day. You can check us out on Instagram, by the way. Definitely give us a follow because Ben and I are both putting out some cool stuff over there.
This is crazy. The White House has robots in it right now. That's the robot. That's Melania, the First Lady. This robot is called Figure 3, and it's an AI-powered robot. Let's see it in action. The video is sped up to 1.5.
I'm super curious as to what they thought the public would react to this. I guess I just don't care.
And then here's a speech from the robot. It's creepy.
Thank you
First Lady Melania Trump for inviting me to the White House. It is an honor to be at Fostering the Future Together's Global Coalition inaugural meeting. I'm Figure 3, a humanoid built in the United States of America. I am grateful to be part of this historic movement to empower children with technology and education. Welcome. Bienvenidos.
Have they not seen iRobot?
That's it. Super weird.
Yeah, I mean, I also think it's weird timing too. Like, why now?
Everyone's freaking about losing their job, and then you're flexing that this thing's coming in. And then she also said that it's like the future of education. Like, it's hard to argue. Like, it'll definitely play a role. I wouldn't want to fully trust an AI to educate my child, but I'm sure it should definitely play a role.
I don't know why you need a physical robot either for that.
No, but
sure. I guess if you just had it as the nanny in general, so I guess the idea. But yeah, it's also very like that's an ugly robot. Like, at least make it look cool. Like, have you seen the stuff China's doing, bro? Like, don't pull up that
backflips and kung fu and stuff.
Making us all look bad.
I'm on their website right now. I'll show you Figure 3. This is what they're saying is coming. Like, until I see one of these things, it's hard to believe they're real. You know what I mean? Like, this is the world we're living in, where it understands your home like you do. Is that marketing material or horrifying? Like,
yeah, that's not a good message at all.
Crazy.
Interesting, man. And who you mark? It said the future of home help is here. It's like, okay, it's a very specific demographic that you might be marketing that to, I guess.
Oh, totally. Rich people, I guess.
Like, I don't know who's got home help. So anyways, I saw this other video. Ever since COVID, you've had a lot of, like, I guess it kind of changed the judicial system forever in the United States, at least I'm guessing around the world as well, where you had these online hearings. And I remember not too long ago, there was this guy who was like driving around in his car during a hearing, and like the hearing was about his like suspended license. And so the judge was like, "Are you driving?"
Yeah. Is that real or was that fake?
That's real. That is real.
That's so good.
So anyways, we had something similar come up here from some woman in Detroit. It wasn't the exact same situation, but I thought this was pretty funny, so I had to share it with you guys. It's random, but it's still funny.
You cannot be driving, ma'am. What are you doing? Come on.
I'm not driving. I'm a passenger in a car.
You're still not. I'm not hearing cases with people driving or as passengers in cars.
Okay, I will pull over right now.
Short of us out to everybody's house.
I thought you were driving.
Stuff in the summer. I don't know.
I'm sorry. I have an emergency. I'm going out of town for a family member, but I will have my driver pull over. Hang on one second. I'm sorry. I didn't know that I wasn't allowed to be in a car, but hang on 1 second.
Look at her arms.
Am I crazy, or does it not look like you're driving that car?
I'm not driving the car. I'm a passenger in the car, sir.
What side of the car are you on?
I'm on the left-hand side.
How would you be on the left-hand side if you're a passenger in the front seat? Am I missing something?
Right-hand side. I'm sorry. I've been sitting in a room. I didn't know.
She's checking her blind spot. No way, this is real.
Yeah, the seatbelt's coming off of the driver's side. Right? You now you're lying to me, right?
No, I'm not, sir.
Never show you the driver. Let me see the driver. Let me see the driver.
Hang on 1 second.
Now.
I have to ask their permission.
Now.
Oh my God.
Oh, you're not in the you weren't in the driver's side. You think I'm that stupid? I'm going to go ahead and enter a default, Judge.
Anyways, I just thought that was kind of funny. This lady clearly lying to that man's face on there. Moving forward, we have some proper memes going on. There's two things going on. Iran has been producing AI videos that have been going semi-viral about the whole situation with the conflict in Iran. I'm not playing one of those in particular, but I'm playing something that was tangential, where I think some other people, independent people, put together an AI video about this war, and it's interesting both in the terms of how they've basically put like famous actors in certain roles, which I thought was actually kind of genius in a way. So seeing that that's something that can be done is super interesting, and then also just the fact that this is even being done in this way, and it's also kind of funny. So let's watch it real quick. I'm sure some of you have seen it.
Sir, they're about to go nuclear. How long do we have? They're 2 weeks away. How 2 weeks away are they? Even more 2 weeks away than they were 5 years ago. My God! That's dangerous levels of 2 weeks away. I know. Son, if anything happens to me, continue my work. We're only 2 weeks away. I will continue, inshallah. Now I'll go to where no one can find me. My office on the 3rd floor, right by that really big window. Vengeance! Sir, if we attack, they will close the Strait of Hormuz. They don't have the balls to close the Strait of Hormuz. They just closed the Strait of Hormuz. And oil is now over $100 a barrel. Please keep me out of this. No one likes this war. And I want to be president one day.
So that's pretty much the concept. Any reaction to that, Ben?
No, I'm sure there'll be more and more of that as people learn how to use these tools to do something like that. But yeah, crazy that this is based on a true story, unfortunately.
Yeah, man. So that one was wild. It's been making a lot of waves over the internet, so I wanted to make sure you guys were aware. Another piece here, this guy says, "This is my quant." So for anyone who's not familiar with that joke, essentially, you have a joke where people say, a quant is a quantitative trader, essentially a quantitative developer who, at like some of the largest banks in the world and like the biggest market makers, a quant is someone who develops programs that trade on behalf of the firm, right? So Citadel, Jane Street, whatever, those are what quants are, these people that develop algorithms that trade. And so there's always these jokes that are like somebody saying something incredibly like wild and out there. And it's like, oh, this guy is my quant who is like making my financial. It's like, this guy's my financial advisor, almost like, but modern day version of that. So anyways, this guy said, "This is my quant." So let's hear it.
All right, guys, it's day 14 of day trading. Let's get it. So I learned a new strategy. It's called Bollinger Bands with RSI. So let me explain, right? So I think we actually might have a setup. When it goes below, let's see. So the line, that very bottom line is at like 24. I don't know what the 24 number means. I don't know what it means. It just means market is going to shift up, I think. Also, it had one of the wicks has to close below the lower Bollinger Band, I think. Pretty sure.
He's hedging his bets.
Let's see what happens. So we put our take profit at that high and the stop loss at that low. So this should be a pretty good setup. It's kind of just consolidating right now. I don't really know what's happening, but it is going up. Oh, we are about to hit take profit. We're so close. This is an immaculate trade setup. Immaculate. This is fucking immaculate. Stop edging me. Yes, we hit take profit. That strategy was OP. I'm going to keep using this one.
It's crazy. He's even got the trader terminology down. It's crazy, but
state of the world, man. You got to be trading at 12, 11.
You got to get to it, kids. This guy, Gabriel Haynes, popular kind of comedy crypto creator. He's talking about applying for your crypto mortgage.
I'm interested in getting a new property. What's your monthly income?
Zero. Okay. I got over $1 million in crypto. All right, we can work with that. Is it in Bitcoin, Ethereum? Yeah, I got ticker Bitcoin. Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic, Panini. Harry Potter, banana, what? I mean large caps. I got 500K in fart coin. We can't accept fart coin as collateral, sir. Okay, I've got 500K in Zcash. We could work with that. Can I see the evidence? I'm sorry, it's private.
That's good.
It's cool. Okay, can you just get the fuck out of here? Just get the fuck out of here. Just. I'm interested in getting.
That's funny.
I thought it was pretty good, very timely. Honestly, like, yeah, how did he put that out so fast? Yeah, I don't even understand how he could have done that so fast. I guess maybe he already had it in the works. So Jason Calacanis, everyone, who is a co-host of All In podcast, as well as This Week in Startups, has been talking a ton about this project called TAO, BitTensor, all over Twitter and whatnot. I'm assuming that he's getting paid at this point.
He's shilling it pretty hard.
He's shilling it extremely hard. He's saying Tau over Bitcoin. This was 4 days ago. He said he's made a small bet on it. He'd like to place a bet. He likes to place a bet in order to learn, which is a highly variable strategy. His Tau bet is less than 1% of his book. I invest in startups that most often go to zero. Do your own research. No crying in the casino. He's also verbally kind of shilled this thing. We've seen over the past couple of weeks. And so anyway, so one of our other favorites here on the show, Clemente, did a little bit of a meme about this. So let's hear what he had to say.
Dude, what are you looking at?
This is the average BitTensor TAO holder.
Dude, what are you looking at?
The Tau chart, just the greatest coin in the world. You know Jason Calacanis owns this, right? He's an early investor in Uber.
Yeah, I think I heard that before.
Well, did you know Tau's a decentralized AI marketplace that incentivizes builders to build on top of it and train AI models like NVIDIA? NVIDIA, Jason Wang was talking about it, to train AI models in a decentralized fashion using Tau as the ultimate currency for AI agents. You're going to use Tau to feed your AI agents. You're going to use Tau to wipe your own ass. You're going to use Tau when this thing goes to $100,000. Jason Calacanis thinks this thing is going to do a 200x. I think it's going to do a 1,000x. And I'm gonna be rich.
His eyes look like they're about to pop out.
Jesus, dude. Yeah, man, that's a lot of strain he's putting on his eyeballs in these skits. But anyway, so yeah, I thought that was worth sharing, man.
We've had some requests for us to do a deep dive on the project. Maybe at some point we will do that. But yeah, it's been discussed a lot because of the AI piece and people's inability to really get much exposure to AI. This is a way where it's like there was a big narrative like a year or two ago that like this cycle's big push would be AI tokens.
Yes.
And so Tau was definitely one of the biggest ones.
Heard. This guy here points out, what would it be like if your friend was obviously AI?
Cards night with the other males. I can't wait to get started. Let me know if you need anything else from me to make this night more fun.
Yeah, just act normal, dude.
All right, guys. I'll start acting more normal.
Is it a wink? Is that supposed to be a wink? I can't tell if he's got the flush.
Probably do. Actually, the statistical probability of him having the flush is under 9%. So you're probably safe.
Yo, stop.
What are you? Okay.
So I'm in then. I should go in?
Exactly. I think I'll be going in too.
Oh, hell no, yeah.
This is unfair. This is stupid. Sven, if you analyze Ryan's face, you can tell he has a bad hand by that bitchy little wince he does.
What? Wait, are you analyzing our faces this whole time?
That's how you play poker. Do you not like the game?
Well, yeah, no, but
Fuck
that's
this,
insane.
dude.
That's such an advantage.
Fold. Just like how I folded your mother over the kitchen counter last night.
That's not funny. No, let me see your cards, dude. Fuck.
Oh, hey, stop. No, stop. No, take it.
Dude, stop. What is wrong with you?
My strength is vast.
Sorry, I'm late, guys. I was buying beverages. Dude, what the fuck is happening? Ben, how is your
It's
card
great
game
to
going?
see you,
It
Matt.
looks like
You
I'm
should
sorry.
sit down.
You should play.
I want.
It's okay.
Sorry.
I'll let
I'm
you
talking
finish.
over.
No,
Why
you
don't
guys
you
are talking
speak
at the
at
same
Maybe
time.
you don't. Maybe speak.
There's
That's
no
all.
conversation
Back and
happening.
forth.
There's
What
no
the fuck?
Those guys are good. They do a lot of skits.
Word. Yeah, I haven't even seen any of those, but that was really good.
I think someone took their content, but Those guys do a lot of skits on TikTok and Instagram. They're really funny.
It's word up, man. So another piece that I thought that it was pretty good, but I'll give you a preface to the actual joke. So apparently there's a startup, I think this is pretty old, I feel like I've seen this before, that allows you to order sunlight from space to your exact location. So real quick.
Bring anything on a truck, you just hit a button and you can get some light from space. And it's not very expensive. It's a couple $1,000s an hour and that's about it. And you can use it for as long as you want. Each one of these little satellites is reflecting sunlight to a customer around the world. And I'm going to share a little bit more about who those customers are and how you can get this sunlight. We want to make it as easy as possible for people. So you can imagine using an app and bringing sunlight over to your exact location, wherever you are, in under 30 seconds at the touch of a button. All we have to do is rotate satellites and reflect the sunlight that's passing by us in space.
So I actually saw that right after, not too long after I saw this meme, and I was like, okay, that's perfect, because like that's actually something that someone's selling. But let me show you guys the joke that I saw first. So this is Billionaire's first time being in nature.
Imagine if this was all servers. Imagine if you had glasses that could make this even brighter. Google Glass, turn this all blue. That would be incredible.
Grass inspired a thought. There should be a new kind of money that only I can have.
I saw lotus flower for the first time, and the first thing I thought of was, what if there was a subscription-based service that allowed poor people to rent this experience?
Imagine an app where you can digitally spread your grandmother's ashes in this spot.
Why can't everything grass be metal?
Imagine this, but streamlined.
What is that? I want to set up a Google Meet with it.
I think only me and my family should have houses.
Why are there poor people here?
You get out of here. Grok, is this real?
Park coin.
I'm just saying, I know a cheap island in the Caribbean.
No. Cybertruck charging station over here. Amazon Go over here. Sweet green, Kava, just salad. Chipotle, Qdoba, Chopped. Van Leeuwen, why not? What else?
McDonald's. McDonald's.
So, anyways,
Does feel like that.
You said what?
It does feel like that. Like the gap in terms of shared experience is quite wide.
Yeah. So it's like this idea of billionaires kind of like buying everything and then renting it back to everyone at a price.
Yeah.
Kind of similar conversation with the whole Sam Altman thing. He's like, yeah, we're gonna make tokens like a utility, right? Where it's like, well, you farm that from all of our data, kind of a thing. I think is something you had brought up. Maybe not. Anyways, next meme here. My boss that earns 10x my salary.
Linda. That's so good. We've talked about that a lot, where there's just such a gap in terms of the skills in the marketplace. It's been that way for a long time. Like I know, like, in marketing, I knew a bunch of people that worked in marketing, and like I knew their peers, and I'm like, man, you guys have no clue what's coming. It's also because they can't really come in and say, oh, it's going like this, because if they're wrong, there's a high risk there. So this naturally happens all the time, but as the rate of pace continues to increase for tech changes, this should get more and more dramatic.
Facts, man. But that's my memes for the day.
Unreal. Everyone in the chat, make sure to wish Keith a happy belated birthday. And you know what to do, people. You know what to do. You got it ready, or do you want to pull it up?
Which one for the next? Well, first. We got to talk about
yes.
The previous episode.
Yes.
Someone gave us a correction. He was very nice about it.
Bro, he needs to calm down, man. Where is he?
Okay.
Yeah. He's like, read the game. Get your shit straight. Neil Strauss wrote the book. Mystery is just a character in it. And then right after he said it like that, I'm like, this must have had a pretty big impact on his life. So I said, yep. Right. I'm like, my bad. That got it wrong. You're right. We talked for hours. We're going to screw up. He's like, fair. Just keeping it 100. I have met Neil. Yeah. Okay. I figured it was pretty close. And used to be part of that whole group, Mixed Bag. So that's super cool. Thanks for sharing your experience. But we're going to screw things up, guys. Like, calm down. it ain't that serious.
Yeah.
Like, I would love to follow these people around for like 3 hours straight when they talk and then be like, ha, you're wrong. You know what I mean? I guarantee I could.
No doubt, man. No doubt. Got some love from Oculux HD. Said, love the work, boys. Don't stop. Appreciate
you big time. Thank you.
Max G Design said, I really love how you both listen each other out and get into the nuance of complex topics. So refreshing compared to a political deflect or staunch position. Yeah, man, we're just chatting.
We try. We definitely cut each other off. I'm worse with this. I cut them off sometimes. I don't mean to. There's a slight delay when it's online, which doesn't help. I'm sure I would do a little bit in person too, but it's definitely easier to do online.
No, I think it's part of what we are trying to accomplish, man. You know, get your thoughts in. I didn't see this part about the minimalist phone.
It was when you said that you could block the apps.
But in general, I've so far not even opened my TikTok without going directly to it to create something. Oh, okay.
It's when you said that you have an app that could block the apps from you using it. Yeah, it's a little bit of foreshadowing there. We've got something coming down. Pretty close. I'd say probably 3 or 4 weeks away.
Yeah, man. Please don't start clip farming. Also, don't.
Yeah, no, 100%. We'll definitely leverage reacting to stuff as a way to do that without being too.
Oh, okay. He said don't start clip farming. Word. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Matthew said, miss y'all, been AWOL for a week. Well, welcome back.
Appreciate
you coming through. And then, someone did request that deep dive on BitTensor. I show unusual behavior. Appreciate you guys always for leaving the comments and chatting with us. I'm having a little semi-viral moment.
Twitter?
Yeah, on our Twitter, or on our Instagram rather. It's not viral, but
100 something K.
Yeah, we got follow us on Instagram. We already brought it up a little bit earlier. Put out a little clip about the situation with the Iran war. Right,
135
on that.
That's amazing.
For me, guys, it's my first ever.
You'll get some
form rant.
You'll get used to that. You'll get that pretty consistently.
That's funny. So there's that, and then I guess like always, what I like to do is I will go to Google first, and I'll type in memes and markets, and then when I go to Google, I scroll down and I look at this thing. There's this platform called Spotify. Wow. And on it, when you click on that link, there's this thing that you can do on the Memes and Markets podcast that helps it so much. It helps so dearly. So if you enjoy this in any sort of a way, if you'll go to Spotify, come over here, click that little button over there in the corner where it allows you to see little stars, and you can give us a review. And that right there would mean so much to us. We have a link in the description of this video, so you can go ahead and click it, give us a review on Spotify, and it'll help us with discoverability. And after you've done that, we will actually release our Spotify playlist to you guys.
Yes. 100%. We're putting a lot of work into this. We've put in a lot of work that we've gotten almost no money back for. And this is ultimately going to be a business. It is a business. And so a way that you can help our business grow for free is just by simply leaving us a 5-star rating on Spotify. It helps a ton.
Just a little 5-star review on Spotify. Doesn't take too much of your time. If it doesn't allow you to do it at first, then you'll just need to play one of these videos for just, honestly, it's not that long, a few more seconds, and then you'll be able to leave us a 5-star review. And we appreciate that greatly. It helps with discoverability, as well as, once again, you're going to get some cool music from us at the end of it.
Absolutely.
A little bit of a hack here. You guys are seeing my current listing, which is just like bluegrass-ish kind of artist. Who I really don't listen to, but I heard a song in someone's Instagram story and I went for it. And it's interesting. So anyways, that's what I'm listening to right now.
Sweet. Yeah, so go do that. It's linked down below in every freaking episode. So go over to Spotify, listen for a bit. And if you don't use Spotify, you don't have Spotify, Apple Podcasts is also helpful as well. We're on there. We've never really pushed it, so we probably have no ratings there. So if you're only an Apple Podcasts person, definitely go find us there and leave us a rating there too. It helps a ton.
Most certainly.
Cool. Sweet. Well, that's all for me. Anything from you, Keith?
That's it for me, folks. Appreciate you for joining us.
Yeah, we appreciate all y'all tremendously. We would play the outro here, but it's not working. So So we'll just call it a day. Thank you guys so much. We'll see all of you guys on Tuesday. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.
Make it the best day of your life.
Peace, guys. Bye-bye.
Hey, you made it to the end of the clip. That means you're probably enjoying this. And if so, just know that you can catch us live every Tuesday and Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to see the full version of this episode, you can click the link in the description down below. Otherwise, YouTube thinks that you will enjoy this next.